Hi there everybody, how's it going? I hope you're all doing very well indeed. This is myself, Matt the Tomato. Welcome back to The Region is One Big City in SimCity 4. We're currently building Railbury here, which is going to be a transport hub. It already is a bit of a transport hub. We've got lots and lots of roads here. We've got plenty of junctions and things like that where we're slowly filtering traffic to various different parts of the city. We've got an industry zone developing over here. Right, so we're going to go ahead and put in this train station then. So if we put the train station, say, there, we could put it there. But actually, I think I might go the... would actually be better if I did put it here. So well, let's put it there. And then we're going to put in two large plazas on either side. Shut up. Give me a chance. Right. I will give them schools whenever I decide that they should have schools. So we bring this in down here. Drop it there. Go there. Right. Now we need to go and use and abuse the NAM again. So obviously need to put a piece in there. And rather unfortunately I'm going to destroy that. But that is one of those things. Okay, so we drop in there like that with a piece of railway. And that should... do I need to connect it up there? I suppose maybe a small connection to the city centre is probably a good idea. Because that technically is going into the big transport hub, so that would make sense, I suppose. So yeah, let's do that. Oh, it's raining outside. I've not seen it rain in a very long time. Wow, yeah, that'll freshen up the air. It's been really, really hot here lately, so... we want rail over avenue. There we go, rail over avenue puzzle piece. Excellent, okay. So that will obviously be a connection that will eventually run to the Sim Nation, the rest of the world, but it will obviously cut through some extra places beforehand. Right, so I guess we should probably supply this area with some water. And then we'll look at some other city services. So yeah, let's get some water in here. So that's actually a prime spot for that. As is that for a small like commercial shop of some sorts, and then the area next to it should definitely be a tennis court, because we always like positioning, you know, ball games and ballparks right next to the railway, because that is exactly what it should be like. All things considered, there are actually a number of places that you can visit where that is, you know, that is a thing. Where, you know, football areas and what they're near railway tracks and stuff like that. So because they're sort of out of the way a little bit more. Probably one further over actually is probably going to be better. Yeah, I figured as much. 100, yeah, that'll be fine. And then there. Excellent. Okay, and obviously we can use this to service the rest of the area around here as well. So just providing some water for now, just so that this area can develop properly. Wowzers, yeah, it's chucking it down. Okay, right, so I was thinking firstly stuff like maybe fire stations and stuff, but I actually might start with a school. Actually, that would have been a good place for a school instead of commercial. Would have been much better. Is that railway track not connected there? Oh no, it's just behind the tree. Right, okay. So yeah, I think I'm actually going to go ahead and I am going to start with a school. So, just to cover this low-density area, really. Fine, let's put it there. It's not the best spot for a school. But, we'll go up to 300. And we'll just let that move forward a little bit here. Let's talk turkey by talking trash. Okay, right. 235. So what we could do is we could actually put some landfill over here. So let's get a small amount of landfill over there, just so we can dump stuff over there as a temporary thing. We'll probably later on... actually, what we should do is we should create that industry centre and dump it over there. Yeah, that is definitely what we should do. Okay, let's dezone that. Right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to save and exit to region. And we're going to pop into the small tile that is just adjacent here. And we're going to create this this industrial park here. Right, so We want to keep this this river going here, so it's just going to be the whole of this basically, and try and make that a straight. Crap. Because I want it to be relatively straight actually here. So there we go. Right, that's about right, isn't it? Let's have another double check in the region to make sure. And this is just going to be one great big industrial zone. Is what this is going to be. Turn off the boundaries. Yeah, see, it's quite hard to tell actually because of the bridge. But in that case, I think it is actually okay. And there'll obviously be a little bit of river on the bottom there as well. So, yeah, so this will be Railbury Industrial Estate. I was also thinking about the possibility of maybe chucking in a train line here. Industrial Estate, okay. Do I just carry that on going down there? I could do. Up into there. Industry, yeah, I know, that's half the reason why I'm building this, so shut up. Yeah, let's rise it up there, and then... I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Let's decide later on whether we want that to carry on down there. And then this road can be a similar sort of thing. It can be, we can decide whether to carry that on further down there or not. What we will do though is we will link them up here, and we'll link them up in various sections like this. So that then industry can, you know, go about its business like that. Okay, and then I think I do want to run a railway track here actually. So if we get 2 train stations here and here, we're going to draw a railway track that goes along here and connects. It is, however, just going to end here. So this will be the end of the railway track. But what we could do is you can maybe make it look like an ending. So you can like just make it look a little bit more aesthetically like, you know, the end of a line sort of thing. And we could also build a freight train station as well. So if we say put in, let's put one of these, say there. And yeah, we can make it look like a bit more of a sort of depot, you know, the end of a line sort of thing. Okay, cool. So we'll go with a coal power plant. That can be right at the end of the line. Excellent. That sounds like a fantastic idea. We're going to go medium industries in there. And then we're going to build a massive landfill. Well, not massive, but we're going to build a landfill. Could run it all the way in there, actually. That could be quite fun. But actually, let's build it at the end here. That'll do. Big old landfill over there. And we will take on the trash from Railbury. There we go. Right, so Railbury, give me everything. Really? Alright, yeah, no demand for dirty industries. Right, okay, so save and exit to region. So at least we got like an industry hub. So yeah, I don't know whether I want to send that off there or not. So if I delete this and put transportation map, I suppose we could, but there's not really any need to. We could just end the road there. Because then we can make this into a river, you know, we could decorate this instead. This one could be like a bit more decor. I like these smaller ones to be a little bit more decorative than actual cities. But sometimes they're really useful like this for popping in a small industrial estate. This is certainly going to be a lot of farmland here, this one. So we know that. So yeah, yeah, and I'll run that railway track and see if we can bridge it in here as well. That would be quite good if we could do that. So let's have a little look. So don't reconcile. There should... What? Hang on. Right. Destroy this. Save and exit to region. I'll tell you one thing we haven't actually built yet is a proper retail park area. So like one tile with nothing but commercial. That's definitely something we want to do. So don't reconcile. This should be, yeah, it's barely... Oh! I did not connect that. That's probably why we didn't see it then. There it is. Excellent. Right. So, yeah, let's just... Because that kind of needs to go as well, doesn't it? Because... are there any pieces... Do I maybe just want to elevate this? It would seem a little bit silly though, wouldn't it? Is there a bridge? Right, here's a plan. Delete all of this. And delete that. Road over rail. It's home. Rather like that. Okay, so now we connect those up. And then we run a street just along the back there. There we go. And we're going to destroy more things here. Right. And then run this over here like that. Now this technically has to be suitable for ferries, isn't it? But actually I'm not going to bother. So we can elevate it a little bit, but it's going to look stupid after a while. So let's elevate it a tiny, tiny bit. There we go. So I'm not bothered about the idea of ferries here. Okay, excellent. So now that is a railway connection. So I'll also create one that goes out this way, actually. And that's going to be quite important as well, because this is obviously going to go out to SimNation. So we can then, these industries that are here, and indeed the industries over in the industrial estate over there, they can all export their goods to SimNation, basically, is what I want them to do here. Good, okay. If we really wanted to be clean, we could probably delete this power plant and bring power over, which might be a nicer thing to do. But no, I think we'll just build it. We'll keep that power plant for now. But yeah, we could have definitely done that. We haven't actually done that yet either. We haven't done that in any of these. Seriously? So I can do individual ones like this. Okay, maybe it's because of the land value. Let's dump 2 large plazas in the middle there then. Okay, cool. Right, so we've got a train station in here, so obviously that means people can now use that to actually go over to the industrial estate as well, which is also more beneficial. So no one's currently using it at the moment, but yeah, you can go from here and then you can cross this bridge, obviously, and you can go over that way. That is one thing that you can now do. We could build a train station over here, but I don't think I need to. I think I wanted it more to go over to the actual industrial estate. There aren't that many industries over there at the moment, hence probably why there's not that many people using it. But for now, we shall be fine. I'm quite keen to extend this along the back here, actually. Although, again, what's over here? Because I've forgotten again. I keep forgetting what's what direction here. So if we go to satellite view, oh, nothing. It's just the waterfront. But there is a bit of, yeah, there's quite a lot of green on this side. So actually, I don't want to build that close. Okay. So maybe we do want to mess around with this a little bit here, in that we don't want to build just straight up to the end like that. Like maybe instead we do want to build something a bit more finicky. Like that. Yeah, something a bit more, whoops, you know, odd. Up to there. I don't know, something, you know, really, really randomly weird. And we'll get a, let's get a playground in the middle of all that. There we go. More interesting, but it's a waste of space, but I think we want to go one over here. Yeah, we do, yeah. Okay, so let's do that. I I think we're going to have to go 1 or 2 over for the remainder of these. Yeah, we are. Because I've built it stupidly. And that's also going to impact that. But then we might not actually zone that close to the highway, so no then. It's not going to impact that. Okay, so now all of that has water. So that will help a little bit more development on that side. So we have the school, and I think we might want to go with some other features here. So, not too bad. We might want to go with some other buildings along here. So, in particular, what I think I'll do is that, and we'll build police and fire station on either side of that. Basically. Don't connect that up though. Okay, right. So, and the reason I've done that is because I want to run this street along here. Because we're not going to zone anything in beyond the street, basically. Otherwise it's going to be too close. Yeah, I'm leaving a bit of a gap, basically, between that and, yeah, so. Okay, we can... Actually, I'm probably just going to do this along there. It's probably going to be relatively straightforward. Okay, so we've got properties, high capacity school, okay. Might not go with the high school here. In fact, we probably won't. Yeah, right, we do actually have a fair bit of cash though, so I'm going to go ahead and invest in the police and fire station here. So the police station is going to go in there. And we could go with the large fire station, which is what I did intend to do. But actually, I think I might just go with the small one. Like that. And instead, build a clinic in there. So, it's not great health coverage, but at least it's something. And then in the other bit, build a tennis court. There. So we've got police and healthcare, and a bit of fire coverage as well. Right, no funding flow, really. Right, so first things first, I want to increase the range on the fire station, and I probably will do the same with the police station as well. Right, so clinic, naturally underfunded. So for let's just go 500. I don't know, just for future-proofing sake, because there are going to be a lot more buildings in here anyway. So now we will build a proper hospital, but I think it's actually a bit better to just have a small clinic in this area, some localized care for this area at the very least. Just, you know, it just make a bit more sense. Okay. Industry needs room to expand. Okay. What happened here? Oh, wow. Not surprised that that's not developing, because we don't need pieces that big currently. If it doesn't fill in shortly, I will actually... I was thinking about ramming a soccer field in there. It would have actually worked quite well, I think. That's okay. Right, let's fill in... Yeah, that's perfect. To then get a street along there. That will do just fine. Actually, yeah, that will do just fine. That is as far as I'm going to go there, I think. Just go along to that. Maybe some sort of small... Actually, a large park green. Over there. To maybe just hide the motorway a little bit. Well, not really hide, but, you know, just mitigate the effect of the motorway, I suppose is what I meant to say. Let's go ahead and put those two in. That zoned really fast. Wow. I think we could definitely create a retail area at some point with just commercial. Pretty sure we could do that. Right, this is not connected, so probably going to be easy to just de-zone. Yeah. Same with that, in all honesty, because that's not connected. That road isn't actually connected there. So there is currently no way in there. So yeah, it's probably better to just do that then.
Yeah. Okay. So at least there's a connection there. Okay. Right. So it did say that industry wanted a bit more. We will obviously fill this in here. There we go. So that at least there is a bit of localized industry in this area. Not that there's any public transport to get over there. It is just local industry that we can fill in. Basically, is all it really is. So we want to go not quite that far. There is probably fine. As is that. Run that in there. Something like that'll do. And playground in there. No, not large flower garden. Medium flower garden there. And maybe another couple in there as well. That'll do just fine. Excellent. So yeah, I've not worked to actually develop up this area that much. It is quite low wealthy and, it's low density. But that's okay, because that's kind of what we're after in this zone. We're not actually after anything else. So... And a fire has broken out! Wonderful! Because I forgot to give fire coverage to this small area over here. Right. Dear oh dear. Awful. Awful, I tell you. Right. So, back to this then. Commercial. There. Fill that in. So that way, this is now all done and dusted over here. We can then now go and work on the denser stuff. So we can set up some roads. Doesn't have to be much. But yeah, just set up a couple of roads that cut across over here. Delete that. Just set up one or two roads that sort of come in and around here. Flooded water solution, sure. We'll just end that one there. This could be interesting. Might have to bridge 2 tracks there. Actually, yeah, I think that's what we will have to do. We'll bridge 2 tracks. So I'll run that through here like that. 1, 2, 3. I will actually run 3 tiles away from there, so if I decide to put in some sort of station, which I will do, and then we can then put a proper transport hub down the end. Cool, okay, right, so we need to create quite a bit with the NAM here. Next to each other. There we go. I need to rail over... Oh, there it is. Crap. Right, I need to cycle all the way through again. Rail over street. Rail over road. There we go. Like that. Lovely. Pretty good. Okay, looks quite cool actually, having a double bridge like that. And then yeah, so that can then run through there like that, over that way, and we can build more stuff. We'll have a transport hub, we'll bring in the elevated rail. This road can probably eventually join in with this avenue actually. So if we connect that northbound, I'll just bring that in somewhere over here, basically. And then we'll get the transport hub somewhere in this zone. So if we design the transport hub, so we basically want something that comes off of here like this. So we want, okay, so I want, so here, a plaza and a train station. Oh no, that's not what I want there. So, okay. So here then basically is what we want. Okay. And then we can bring the elevated rail into here and
basically, is what we want to do. So, we want... That's only 2, though. Did think I wanted 3. So I'll change this up a little bit here, then. So, 1, 2... Here. Let's do this. And then we will bring this around to there. Like this. Okay, right. So, we want to go with 3 train stations. So I want 1, 2, 3. Oops! Crap. I meant to do 1, 2, 3 is what I meant to do. Right, let's go 1 further over just to make sure that that obviously connects. Then I wanted to build 3 large plazas next to them. And there is actually a... It's in the NAM, isn't it? Is it Pedmals? There is, in fact, a footbridge one. There is pedestrian footbridge, right. So I want this to be start. So it needs to be here, basically. Here, right. So start and end. Blank terrain straight. So there, there, there. Okay. Over street, over road. Oh no, hang on. There. Okay, right. Now, back to the NAM. Terrain, over road. Okay. There. We then need to build these railway tracks so that we can build the pieces over, basically. So let's just get these railway tracks in. Pretty much like that. Okay. Over rail. There. Over avenue, over ground highway. Pedestrian on slope puzzle piece. No, not there. Wasn't what I was after. Where is it? There. So how... Is that right? Oh, hang on a minute. Right, there's a particular tile here that allows you to... Here it is. Yeah, right. So if you do this, no. I'm lost here. What the hell? Can you not connect those? I'm sure you can. No, that's not how it works. I think it's like that, actually. I think that's what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, and you drop down the... Yeah, that's right, yeah. And you can drop down the lift, I think. think so. Pretty sure, anyway, that's how it's supposed to go. But I think there is a way of connecting that up somehow. Because there's no other puzzle piece there that will allow me to... No. Delete that. I think it's unless you just have an up and down. So just do that then. I think you can walk through them. I think so, anyway. Pretty sure that's how it works. But hey, who am I to know? And you just go up there, basically. Yeah. Okay. And then we want... in fact, we don't actually... Do we need to go over to the other side there? I suppose it might be quite useful. And then we want to go with the pedmals. So, where are the pedmals? Here we are. Right. Like that. So yeah, we want to go with the pedmals. Cool. There we go. Awesome. Right, we got our transport hub. And then obviously from here, we can then have an elevated rail section. So we would build an elevated rail terminal, basically. I suppose you could have 2 or 3 different stops here. And they go to different directions, I suppose. So if we do this, and then this, we could obviously then have... Right, so if we delete that. We can then have 2 different tracks, so one goes off this way and up there, and this, or down here and then round, and then this, you can swap here and join in to go somewhere else, for instance. So you could do that, and then we could also have, say, a couple of subway stations as well. So how about we build a couple of subway stations and they go off in different directions as well? That is also another possibility. Okay, that seems about right then. We can maybe decorate a little bit further. Let's go with a couple of medium... Well, no, we don't want to go with medium plazas. No, actually, no, that's wrong. We don't want those subways to be there, because then the elevated rail can't stretch over. So no, we won't go with the subways then. We'll just leave it as is. Unless we build... actually, I'll tell you what, no, we can go with the subway, but if we build it over here, as a means of, you know, reaching those 2 stations, use the footbridge. Much better. Okay, right, so that's it for now then. So cheers for watching, guys. This has been myself, Matty Tomato. Be sure to subscribe to follow the series and join me next time for more SimCity 4 and our playthrough here, where the region is one big city. See you later, guys.